take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drip? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Second down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding room at the 30. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. On fourth down, J.K. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. play action. They'll throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Second and long. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown.
Complete to Equanimeous.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, McGee. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing deep for Galladay. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, McGee. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Green Bay.
57 is the mark. 57.
They'll run here with Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards.
And the Packers.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And 8. At
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
To Marquez Valdez.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Score, Packers 10, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. McGee. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kenny Galladay, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Off the play fake. McGee. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st down, Dalton fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, McGee. He's airing it out for Williams. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. Hey, go street. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come to my work.
to throw again. McGee. Open man is Denzel Mims. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, McGee. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
To George Kittle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Ready? Dragon 60. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, McGee. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
50 seconds.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Switch.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Packers' 11-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
From the gun, McGee to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
McGee's pass intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
That's the end.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing on first down. McGee, he's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
57's Mike 57. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Double time. Hey. You got three.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, Swift. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Packers 24, 49ers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Looking to throw. McGee under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now the second down throw on target. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 31, 49ers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, McGee. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And his throw here's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Let them know, let them know.
On 4th down, McGee. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
53, check 53. And that's 19 right. Let's go. And we got Mike.
Off play action. McGee. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Buffalo 18. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, McGee to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Number 53, Mike 53. Come on, D. Mike 53. 53, Mike. Come on, baby, come on. 18, rattle. 53 is the Mike.
On 4th down, McGee. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
53 is the Mike. 53, check 53.
From the gun, McGee. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Swift. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They run the counter. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, McGee able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McGee winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, McMullen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
17 yards. But it's
out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply in.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 45, 49ers 17.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90.
Under pressure, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake. McGee. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Preston Williams.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down.
Conversion is successful. That makes the score Packers 45, 49ers.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the...
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in the top of the team. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Something bad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them.